So Salman, Carl Froch has flirted with the fans and said that he's looking to make a comeback, and he wants to fight. He wants to fight George Groves in a third fight. Carl Froch, we know, talks a lot. He tries to get under the fans' skin, as we know, and flirt with them and say a lot of things. But a lot of it is rubbish. A lot of the time, some of the time he's saying the truth. What do you make of what Carl Froch had to say?
To be honest, I think if he was to come back and fight George Groves, he'll lose this time, because I just think George Groves has been the more active fighter. Carl Froch hasn't fought. Carl Froch will get beat, and you got to realize Carl Froch is George Groves has come on a lot since that fight. He's had with
Has he?
Carl Froch. Yeah, in my opinion, he has. Like, to be honest, I just think the way he fought against Chris Eubank Jr., that was a top performance, man. Like, even De Gale, you could see that he couldn't handle that type of ferociousness of Chris Eubank Jr. And he showed that throughout. Like, that was a tough fight for George Groves, and he came through it and he showed his class. And to be honest, I personally feel if Carl Froch was to come back now, he'd get knocked out, because he's been out for 5 years. I think he's been out for years. He'd get knocked out.
I wouldn't say he's been out for 5 years. He's been out for a couple years.
No, he retired in 2014, 2013. That's like 6 years.
No, it's not 2014, is it?
Yeah, his last fight was against George Groves, which was in 2013.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
No, it was in 2013. He fought George Groves, the rematch in 2013.
Probably, I don't think
so that's been 6 years.
Well, it wasn't. Yeah, actually, you might be right. Yeah, you might be right. It has been 4 or 5 years. Yeah,
exactly. No, more than that, 6 years. Yeah, so he's not going to beat George Groves. George Groves just retired like 6 months ago. He's not going to beat George Groves. He'll lose this time, because George, trust me, 6 years. You forget everything in 6 years, man. Unless you've been training.
Yeah, but he has been training. That's what he's been saying, that he's been keeping himself in shape, and he can come back at 175 and fight Groves in a third fight.
I don't think so. I don't think he beats Groves. I think he'll lose.
I don't know. Carl Froch is a very tough man. We know that if he's keeping himself in shape, we know his toughness is what used to be getting through a lot of fights. So I think Carl Froch is not one to be underestimated. I don't know whether Groves looked like a shot fighter in his last fight against, not shot fight. He did all right, actually. I wouldn't say he looked like a shot fighter, but his shoulders popped out and he's not in great condition. I don't know whether Groves now has what it takes, against somebody, if Carl Froch is as tough as what he was in the past. We don't know whether Carl Froch is able to go the full 12 rounds, whether he's got the fitness. I don't know, because he's been out for a long, like you pointed, he's older, he's 41. So yeah, we don't know what Carl Froch, but it would definitely be a fight that would engage the fans and get the fans interested. However, I don't think it would make sense right now you'd be seeing two guys that are way past their best, probably. I wouldn't say Groves is way past his best, but he's probably past his best. However, you would probably say Carl Froch is way past his best. So if the fans...
if I was going to lean to someone, I'd lean to George Groves, to be honest. Because George Groves has been in competitive fights, whereas Carl Froch, he's not been in no competitive fights, like, for 6 years. Alright, it's cool training in the gym or whatever, but that's not competitive fights. He probably wasn't even sparring. So we don't know how good his chin is now either. 6 years, man. Like, I don't know. Let's see.
Alright, guys, leave your thoughts. What would you guys be interested in a Carl Froch George Groves 3? Leave your thoughts, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.